bonds, not just to finance public spending around COVID, but for the long term, because rates are so low, now seems like an excellent time to raise money at very low prices to invest in the infrastructure of the country. So that's something that is out there already.
If they did do it, who would benefit? We're talking about people who have saved through the pandemic, so we're not talking about the poorest people.
So who would benefit? Well, anyone who, for example, wanted to just save cash, and you can get practically nothing from an ordinary deposit account at the moment. So if the UK government were, for example, to launch something where they suggested they would pay you more than you get from a deposit account for a fixed term, mind you, then anyone with cash would benefit. But the demand for that would be huge, so it would have to be limited. You know, look back to when this last happened, which was with war bonds. These were not redeemed until 2015, after nearly 100 years after they were issued. So anyone who invested with them at the beginning, thinking to themselves, well, I'm going to get something good out of this, almost certainly didn't, unless, of course, putting aside the fact that the £100 people put in may have tipped the balance in the war. They certainly didn't get any financial benefit out of it, and it's hard to see the benefit to the government from a bond like this, because apart from anything else, you're simply using state finances to benefit people who are already well off.
Mary Somerset Webb. Well, two Labour watchers join us. Sienna Rogers is editor of Labour List. Hannah Roger is Westminster correspondent for the Scottish newspaper The Herald. Good afternoon to you both.
Hi, good afternoon.
Now, the Labour Party really made it clear that this was an important moment for the leader. They talked it up very much in advance. So, Sienna Rogers, how do you think he did?
I think he did well. I mean, from speaking to his team for many months, they have been talking right from the beginning of his leadership about how he definitely sees it in stages. So the sort of April to December stage was all about sorting out